Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Well, this is a pleasant surprise. We kind of knew, but no one was sure.
That's right. The teaser started dropping about 2 weeks ago, and then everybody was like, "Oh, finally, we have a date." So we're here.
Yep.
I think this is a ballad.
Which gives me bad vibes because this might be like a farewell.
It feels like a goodbye.
But I love G-Dragon on a ballad.
Oh,
and
Taeyang is
bro,
oh my
Taeyang
God,
is back, and T.O.P and shit.
They're all together. Oh my
mental.
God.
So it's called Still Life.
Yes, still life.
Okay. To More Life. J-Boxing.
이듬해지면 꽃 피는 봄 한여름
That's so crazy to see them on screen.
What? Oh, right.
And like it's actually today.
Like it happened today.
That's so wild.
It
keep
is
going,
crazy.
Keep going.
No, I just like there was an inscription in the rock.
Says
Thou hast
maybe they'll zoom in.
turned for me. I think it's a Psalms passage.
Oh, it's a Bible.
It's
What do you call it? Versicle.
Verse. Yeah, that's right.
It's just a Christian. Go on.
Yeah, literally.
Catholic as well. Go on.
It's like you went to Sunday school. Prove it.
Went to a Catholic school too. Yeah. Oh.
가을 타 겨울 내린 눈 1년 4번 또다시 봄
So,
This is wild, bro. You know why?
apologies for the interruption. Was that a
Taeyang
goat?
is- No, it's a dog.
It's a dog,
I
alright.
think that looked like a dog, like Tintin's dog.
Ah.
Do you remember that comic?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, it is quite a bizarre experience. I don't believe it.
Me neither.
I don't actually believe it because he looks basically like he didn't age much.
It's just his hair grew
What the
longer.
fuck? Go on.
It's like how, but he's also a dad now.
True. He's a
Crazy.
husband.
He's
And
a
happy.
husband and a dad.
좀 들었던
What a voice.
이제는 안녕
I love the fact that we're bringing back the long perms and the long disheveled hair. That is a vibe.
See,
okay.
I said it from the beginning. Long hair's the throughout the winter, coming up the spring, and then when the summer comes, you make a decision.
Shove it all up.
Or you keep it, and maybe I don't know, you're like the motorbike guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
even cooler.
True, go on.
Yeah.
아름답던 우리의 봄 여름
That's hair.
Yes.
Let's go!
Yes!
It's so weird to see them.
Yes.
Go on.
I mean, why are they back? I
Mr.
think I
G.
want to cry.
I think a lot of people have cried. We are quite late. I mean, like a few hours late. So I have seen some of our fellow friends that sort of post their stuff, and some of the titles. Some of them have been getting emotional and stuff.
Because this, let's put it into perspective. Big Bang was K-pop, literally.
Well, it's essentially they are the idol's idol, and now that we've had such a lovely and privileged chance to sit down with quite a few groups and idols and stuff, they're the common denominator. Like, who do you look up to? G-Dragon. Who do you want to be? Taeyang. Who's your favorite rapper? T.O.P. Literally, I just love Big Bang, and then you're like, oh well,
Yeah.
that's what everyone likes,
I guess that's that.
They're like, they want the role model to follow.
That's right, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I really hope this isn't a farewell.
Keep it going, mate.
지나야 비엔 비스듬씩 비었듯이 생몽의 무지개 철없이 지나쳐들지 못해 철부지에 철그런지 오래 모집이
That is such a way
Mature
clever
and long gone.
phrasing.
Without maturing, marching Vivaldi. It's also quite intriguing because
That's beautiful.
there's lots of environmental and color palettes which are then juxtaposed by kind of the delivery of each line, which again, one of the many reasons I'm sure many people have enjoyed Big Bang's music. It's always been about juxtaposing things, challenging artistically for the audience. So let's keep going. So far so good. I
You got but you got references of modern art as
Yep.
well as contemporary art, as well as musically the color palette that agrees with the whole theme.
이발디 찰토스키 오늘의
Oh, come on.
마시네 마시네 시모네
저 하늘만 바라보고서
Yes,
자기 잘
sir.
지내고 있어 떠난 시간 또 나타나
Oh, they just said goodbye. I don't like this. I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, because we all know,
Also,
like
why-
in real life,
Why a bunny?
T.O.P. it's just
he was also a gorilla, wasn't he? So to be completely honest.
But yeah, it's just in real life we all know the circumstances that they kind of going through and what the real life thing is like. But they are in their own universe when they make their music and stuff. So it is interesting going.
One of my
favorite rappers.
Also, his vocal tonality is perfect for this type of like pop balladed environment. So you have Taeyang and Dasang who've got like this really cool melodic voice, and then super unique G-Dragon, and then T.O.P that comes to balance it all up, right? So you got all types of flavors when it comes to like vocal ranges, and then you put it to a pop ballad, and you wouldn't think these factors work so well, but most of their successful tracks were actually ballads. The most memorable...
Some of the most memorable, yeah.
Yeah, apart from their dance tracks, the second most memorable thing from Big Bang was definitely their ballads.
Actually, I can't remember, because they all had kind of solos. They all had their own solos. I can't remember what their songs solo was. I can't remember. I would imagine it must have been like a sort of like a ballady.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't remember what it was, but... Yeah, so some of the most memorable tracks are ballads, actually, which is quite ironic.
It's really cool, isn't it?
Layers are really nice.
Oh, he looks awesome. He looks like he's 20.
Yeah,
You look 20?
No, I've showed it to some of my mates that they don't, they've never seen any of these guys. And then they guess their age, and it's like 21. He's like our age, lad.
It's like
nah, mate.
No.
This man has a house.
He
and
has
a life. You know what I mean?
It's really crazy, though. I like how the vocals have been mixed here. They kind of sit a little bit raw to the track.
Yep.
It kind of feels like you're listening to a demo that hasn't yet been completely mastered.
Especially in this scene, and I think
love it.
That's to play to the sort of the scenario of vulnerability, taking the mask off, stop being a I don't know, stuffed animal, whatever he's trying to represent.
Yeah, a mask, a persona.
It's so bizarre, bro, to see them.
He's so cool. Oh my god, was that a reference to the light bombs at the background? See?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, those are the
right?
VIPs. Yeah.
It must be like that. Must be the reference.
Sort of like sort of like Fireflies. But it's also interesting because knowing the hit, I didn't know that until we did the podcast on Big Bang, that they were sort of the leaders in creating sort of like an atmosphere in a concert, more interactive rather than just clapping. They introduced the first light bombs.
Well, because
were theirs.
Yeah, that's right. The first light sticks.
Light sticks, that's it.
Yeah, because the idea of going into concerts, they would sell like stuffed balloons and stuff like that. They were a part of the merchandise prior to the electronic era. And then Big Bang came in and he was like, actually, we can sell you something better.
Yeah, and it's like synchronized to the music, and some of them vibrate or some shit like that. You can feel them and shake them.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? But it all started with them. This right here.
And now that's like a must have. Like all groups have that and stuff.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really,
that's what
really
I mean. They are K-pop. Like,
they embodied that. Yeah, the concept of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So crazy.
No, because he looks so perfect.
Yeah,
somebody help me.
He just looked like time hasn't passed. Look at him. Like, he looks like a bloody
Prince.
Yeah.
From Disney. What man? Okay, continue.
Nice runs.
Do it again.
The lyricism does feel like a genuine look back at the past and perhaps a harsh realization of who they've become and what they did in the past. Like what their journey was, and kind of realizing that's done.
Yeah.
It does feel like that, but it also feels, because it's the spring, they're playing to the whole allure of the spring, so perhaps it is hopeful, perhaps there will be a summer.
There is this whole idea with the changing of the seasons that you're also closing a chapter, so beginning a new one, so...
Going through our hearts by staining red and bruising blue. Go on. What a voice, mate. What a voice. What the fuck?
I know,
That's outstanding.
I'm telling you, I think the vocals in this particular song have been mixed particularly great.
Yeah.
So forward and so raw. Like, they kind of borderline feel like, yeah, like you're listening to an unfinished mixtape. And I really like that vulnerability to the track.
Yeah.
It's
I
fantastic.
really like his voice.
Yeah. I'm a mess, aren't we all?
Yeah. What? Nice. Really good feel. Really good feel. I wish they bring this type of stuff back. You don't really see.
Band?
Yeah, the band, right?
The band.
You don't really get to see those type of feels in this, much more, even ballads nowadays. Come on.
Especially when it comes to pop, you expect the predictable, right? It's very, it's so much like Elton John's feels, right?
Sure.
Even the chord progression, they feel so, it's progressive 80s, and I love that.
Yeah, it's a bizarre concept of time. And it's obviously a prevalent concept.
It's definitely just nostalgic.
It's seasonal, but they definitely, in the influences, do seem to have traveled back in time and brought some of those sounds back.
Well, they obviously did too with the visual allure, and even the references in the lyrics. Yeah, so there's a lot of like reflection and traveling back in time as well as you're in the present.
Agree, yeah.
Weird, huh? I love his hair. Cool.
He looks amazing, man.
You see, that chord progression is so 80s.
Yes.
Pop, like... But like the ballads that you used to hear in the 80s.
I think Elton John is probably that's a great point of reference, yeah.
Iconic, unpredictable chord progressions that somehow were so melodic.
So yeah, melodic.
And so sweet.
Sweet, yet with flavor. They had something distinct.
Yeah, well, there's a reason why he was, still regarded as one of the best writers.
I'd love to see who's composed this and sort of wrote it, and perhaps who the producer was. We'll check it out at the end.
Yeah. How sick!
Pause just a moment. Apologies. Thou hast turned for me my morning into dancings.
Dancing.
Doesn't that have an S?
No, it has a...
dancing. Thou hast put off my sackcloth. I have no idea what that means. And gurged me with gladness. Psalm 30:11. Thou hast put off my sackcloth. So that whom took away the weight of my shoulders, and has welcomed me gladly.
Yeah.
God.
That's
Right,
right.
that's essentially what I was trying to say, I think.
Yeah, I think, and
I have no idea what the word gurged means, but I'm just imagining that it probably means welcoming.
Gurged.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know either.
Yeah.
Woo. Search it up. Proceeds to Google.
Prepare oneself for something difficult or challenging. Encircle with a belt or band. That's literally what it means. But girded means to prepare oneself for something difficult or challenging. That's basically what the example was.
All right.
He says here, thou hast put off my sackcloth and girded me. I was saying gurged, apologies. Girded me with gladness. So they have prepared me for my upcoming challenges gladly. Okay, there you go.
Happily.
Deciphered a bit of Bible study there for you, kids.
Let's go. Sunday school with the family.
Go on. Nice.
That's
yes,
how
yeah.
it ends.
So we have no idea if this is it.
가을 타결 내리는 봄 여름 가을 겨울
So we really truly have no bloody clue.
This could be the beginning. This could be the end. I have no idea what this means. Somebody,
hopeful,
please
Go
explain it to me.
See in the comments.
No problem. Yes.
And maybe
of
in the
course.
credits.
Oh, there's a whole album. There's a whole. Oh no, it's Big Bang buying merchandise.
Yeah, it's just a single release. But hey, something's better than nothing.
It's not a Big Bang song without the la 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 chart.
Topper for sure. People got it la 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 la. Anyways, well,
perfect.
on that note, I hope you enjoyed it. Very enjoyable, and I hope at least you got to learn something new. Enjoyed, maybe notice something you didn't, and I hope you enjoyed this little review. Goodbye, guys.
Okay, goodbye.